Okay, let's see if I can get this to work this time. I have not live streamed in a long time from YouTube, so I'm having to be retrained. And the mistake I made last time was playing the. What I'm trying to do is just go to it's where I can see the comments. But what I should be doing is just muting that side of it. So anyway, I'll retrain myself, and actually right here I can see the chat. So I'm not sure why I felt the need to do that. So there you go. Alright, let's try to get this going in a good direction. So what I'm doing is I'm creating these townhomes and for a customer, and it's actually just one townhome that'll be mirrored and duplicated. We haven't figured out whether we're going to keep the entries together or not. I think we're probably going to do it this way because they have to be stepped down, and it would be better if the steps were kind of independent instead of right next to each other if they're stepping down a foot, because you'd have an extra riser on one. And what we're trying to do is keep them all the same, and I think this configuration is going to work out better. And the way I obtained this grade was through the GIS system, our graphic information system, which each county has. And you can see here I've kind of took a copy of the foundation that I created and overlapped it and with this pad that I created based on the topo, and you can see it steps down pretty good. So 1 foot steps work out fairly well, and then we can just kind of manipulate the grade to make it work. So that's why they're stepping down, and that's why this foundation may look a little strange right here, but it's necessary. And these notches in the front are for the steps to come down, and the notches in the back are for the garage doors. So and what we have are two options here I'm presenting to the owner. Is one is a 5 unit or 6 unit here, and the other is a 5 unit, which is a little bit bigger, allows for a 2-car garage, and this one only has a 1-car garage. I actually like this setup better with the door and the stair. This is a little funky. This in our municipality, or where these townhomes are going, requires a walkout door for a garage. You can't just have it just occurred to me, well, we couldn't get it. There's a lot of issues with townhomes like this, like you can't have openings within 3 feet of the property line due to fire ratings, fire protection, life safety, all that stuff. And so we're going to have a garage door that has a walkout door built into it, and those are pretty cool. There's a Canadian company that has them. So what I was working on was this foundation, which I finished up yesterday afternoon, and I haven't got the footings drawn yet. I'll draw them later, but the footings will step down too. So what I was going to do is start off by doing a floor system on this first floor, which is just over this area. Let me turn off these guidelines because I think they're off. It's just this area right here. The rest of it, that's going to be a concrete slab, and these are going to be concrete steps coming up here. So let me check to see if we have any comments yet. Oh. Alright, we'll go back. I just want to keep in touch with the peoples. So in a townhome situation, they're actually single family homes butted up against each other. So what you'll have is you either have a situation where where is my shaft wall? Here it is. You'll either have a situation where in a townhome you'll have each one of these walls is rated 1 hour, or you can have what we call a shaft wall. And what is it, Clark Dietrich? I think that's German, so it's spelled with the H. Yeah, CH. They have a pretty good, they have a product I like that, and of course I won't be able to find it now, but it's a shaft wall. Let's just type in shaft wall. And it works well for, isn't that something? They had a great graphic, and here we go. This was, I had spelled it with one word. This is a pretty good graphic here, and I have to draw this detail for this project. So what it is it's two pieces, two panels. Each one of these is 1 hour rated, so you get 2 hours. And what it allows you to do is, back in the old days, we would have to build these townhomes. We would have to build one side, one townhome, and put the drywall on this, the side of this stud, and then we'd have to build the other one, but we'd have to build this wall laying on the floor and put the Typex drywall on it and then raise it up, you see. So what this shaft wall system allows you to do is build, you can pretty much frame up both townhomes, and then because this is kind of a stick built shaft wall system, you can go back and kind of insert it later if you want to. Probably be better if you built this townhome and then did the shaft wall and then built that one. But it's a much easier system to deal with. So that's represented right here. It's 2.5 inches wide. Okay, and then you have to have a 3/4 inch airspace on either side, like that. So anyway, and what we have to do is you can have shared foundation walls. And normally this is a little bit different situation. Normally you wouldn't have this weird stepping, but on our site we do. So something we're going to deal with. Let's turn off our guideline. So all that to say, I'm going to start off by putting the floor system over. Let me go back up here. Turn off this for a second. That's weird. Oh, it's the 5 one. So I don't quite have the foundation fixed totally yet, but I'm trying to put the floor in there, so I'll kind of know where the foundation goes over here. I kind of know where it goes, but I was excited about doing the floor, so I'm just going to go and do that because I have my new floor extension from Medeek, and it's awesome. We had a floor extension before. You could do floor trusses under the Medeek truss extension, which is mainly for roofs, but now he has a dedicated floor extension where you can basically draw the floor with a polyline, and that's pretty cool. First I need to just refresh my memory on where this goes. Yeah, okay, so it's going to go there, here, there. It'll follow this wall line, and then it'll come around. It's a little funky. Around here, here, go around here, and then go there, and then go. I need it to go, I think I needed it to go 17 feet. Yeah, 17 feet. I just need enough of a floor here to set the stair stringers on. And this is going to be kind of I'm going to do a series on this project, so eventually you'll get to see me do the stairs and all that. So I think I've kind of got the outline worked out. So I'm just going to start right here. Oops. Jerky mouse. Go to my floor extension, draw floor, and I want this to be set on polyline. What's it on? Wall. Yeah, polyline. I want sawn lumber, and we can change some of this other stuff. I want it to be lumber. The second and third floor systems are going to be floor trusses, but for this little crawl space, there's no reason. So let's just, did I update that? Let's just draw something, man. Let's stop talking about it and do it. Yeah, we'll do it. So the floor, this new floor extension is cool because you can just draw a polyline. Just got to make sure you get your points. And I always draw a two-dimensional floor plan first because I like doing that. I like having it. Even though I have all these fancy CAD help, I still like drawing the manual. Now this is a little weird because that closet is kind of cantilevering out over the concrete because the concrete's dropped down about 15 inches. Boom. See? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? That's just awesome. That is awesome. Now, what you can do, one of the more awesome things is, let's turn off our sheeting for a second. And yeah, the joists are running the wrong way. So I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to edit the floor. And I'm going to turn this 90 degrees, joist direction. Update. That's awesome because now I don't have to have any. They'll span this far. A 2x10 at 16 inches on center will span 14 feet. So that's one thing you have to do as an artisan. You have to memorize the span tables, or at least your favorite joist. There, and the most economical system is 2x10s at 16 inches on center. Yeah, 11 foot 6.5. Easily span that. There, and you can see these. Now when I turn off, let's see, let's drop this down to where it's going. It's going to go down here, go down, and then down 3/4. It'll actually be sitting on that right there, the foundation. That's the bottom plate. That's the seal plate. It's supposed to be treated. So when I turn off this, let me get. I'm going to turn off this floor plan. Keep turning off the wrong one. You can see that when I put the slab in for the basement, let's just put one in right. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't really wanting to spend a lot of time on this. I wanted to spend more time doing the wood construction, but here we'll go 4 inches. And then we'll take it back. Won't take too long to show you how the garage floor is going to work. And I got to get the elevation of this correct too, because there's a lot of code issues here. Where let's make this a group so it won't interfere with anything else, any other geometry. I can draw me a line there, and then using the push-pull tool, I can push it back to the other side of the wall. See, it's going to be notched around. Push-pull tool. I don't have all my toolbars set up. I had to reinstall everything. I lost the power supply in my other laptop, and just decided to get another one. And so see, now one issue I'm dealing with is I need to be one step down from here. So I need to be about, yeah, I'm gonna have to bring the slabs up, or we're going to have to figure out a way to get you can only have one step. Yeah, we're going to have to work on this concept here. We're going to have to work this out. The issue is, if I turn back on, if you don't, the code requires a landing on both sides of a door, okay? And so, but if the door, there's one exception for that in the International Residential Code, 2018 is the version we're working on, is that if the door swings in and you're going down into this garage, you can have one step without a landing. So that means, you know, your maximum riser height 7 3/4. I like 7.5. So I would be, you know, I would put this slab down 15 inches. What have I got? It's probably 14 3/4. Yeah, because I went, you know, so I can go down a quarter of an inch more. Wow, that'll help. So should be 15 inches from here. Yeah, because I put my floor plans on the floor level that they are representing. By the way, this is the second and third floor of this unit. I put these out here for the owner to be able to see how they laid out. So that may be a little confusing. This is the first floor of every unit. And we're going to turn that off right now. But I'm already liking this new floor extension because I just do. Let's see. Let me see if there's any comments. Gary Kidd, I'm here. Nice to get a Saturday morning tutorial. All right, Gary. Hadn't talked to you in a while. Yeah, I've been busy with stuff like this, but I thought, well, I might as well be busy and do something, you know, do this at the same time. The other thing is, this floor extension has the ability to represent drywall on the bottom of it. I just realized I was wondering why I couldn't see my foundation. And that would be as if, obviously, if it was a second floor system, then it would be the drywall for the ceiling below. So you can see here now, this little floor is going to cantilever out, and they can they'll probably just put a couple of, 2x4s or something under here. I don't know, how much is it? Looks like it's about 4 inches, 3.5. So yeah, you could, put blocking in there to hold it up or whatever, or you could just leave it open. The joist will cantilever that far on their own. I need this one to stick out, and this one will have to be supported for sure, because I have a stair. I need this stair to land. I'll show you. I need this stair to land at the same spot on every floor. Again, this is the second and this is the third floor. They're going to be stacked on top of each other. I'm just doing this so the owner can decide if this layout's okay. But I need these stairs to land at the same spot on each floor. So you see, this one, that's cut there, but it goes all the way up to here. As a matter of fact, this is that stair right there, landing right there. And then you walk around and come back to the bottom of the next stair, the bottom of this stair, and come up, and you're on the third floor. Let's see. Now you go up on the second floor. Yeah, and then there's going to be a roof deck. So there will be, I think I have it drawn here somewhere. Yeah, this is kind of a rough representation of it here, where I don't have the building drawn, obviously, but I was trying to figure out how this was going to work. You can see there's my one step down. This was just a really rough diagram to show the owner how the steps are going to work, and how this is a more efficient system than having a U-shaped stair. So anyway, let me go back to this, because what I'm also looking forward to doing is drawing walls, which are going to get a little testy. Let's turn the floor sheeting back on, and then I'm going to change it. This is the coolest thing right here. A long time ago, I asked Nathaniel, who created these Medeek extensions, if we could get some Advantech. Where is it? Where's our floor sheeting? Here we go. I like Advantech, and we'll see if it's running the right way if I use that version. Yes, it is. He's got it so that if the joists are running this way, you can turn it 90 degrees. Is that it? Or is that, no, that's, here we go. Yeah, so you can change the Advantech to the right direction. That's the direction we want. Yeah, so that's cool. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So now we have, funny enough, that that shaft wall system allows you to, and this is one of the advantages of just building a regular stud wall on each side of it. Before, these two stud walls were the 1 hour walls. There was just 1 hour each. There was just a 1-inch air gap between them. You see, now you can just frame up this wall and it's just got drywall on one side because the shaft wall provides the entire 2 hour rating because you've got two 1 hour panels in there. So I'm trying to figure out my wall type here is going to be, let's zoom in here. Let's get this off where we're not viewing. So I'm going to pop me a line at 4 inches. And let's see. I think the front wall will be a 2x6 wall. 6. Let's see if we have any comments. Comments. No comments yet. Okay, I'm checking comments, so if you want to leave a comment or ask a question, I'm here. And then this wall will come in 4 inches. It'll be a 2x4 wall. Let's see. Well, it's an exterior wall. Let's make it 6. That because I want to bring it in a 1/2 inch more than the width of the wall, so I can get my sheeting to line up with the floor system. That's one of the biggest mistakes framers make. They'll start off right where you frame your sill plate, flush with the foundation, and then your joist, and then your Advantech or whatever, and then they'll frame the wall flush with that. Well, that forces the sheeting on the wall to have to hang over all of this stuff, right? And you don't want your sheeting hanging over this. You want it flush with it because it's a super highway. If you have a 1/2 inch out here sticking out, and that OSB, it's like a super highway for termites. It's just like inviting a horde of termites. And then this wall, we shall make, this is an end wall. This is a different kind of wall here. This is the end of the, and as a matter of fact, this shaft wall doesn't belong here. Let me just fix that right quick. This one, the one on each end doesn't belong. The only shaft walls are on the is that not a group? Yeah, the only shaft walls are in between the units. So there you go. So now we can, this will be 6. Okay, so that, and I guess really, I'm going to see if we can get by with making really don't want to make these closet walls out of 2x6s. Should I? If I do that, I go back to my plan here. I keep clicking on the wrong one. If I do that, I've got to make it stick out another. I've got to stick out more because it's 2 foot deep. And it's acting weird like that because the Advantech and my floor plan are on the same plane. So can see if I click on it, there's a face for my 2D floor plan, and then there's the face of the floor sheeting. But okay, so I really didn't want to have to get into a lot of thinking this morning doing this. Let me get rid of these. No, get rid of them. The issue is if they're going to require me, since okay, the reason we're making these walls 2x6 is one of the reasons is because it's a 3-story building, but these are non-load bearing walls, and they're not really interior walls. They have to be 1 hour rated because they're separating the garage from the living area. But I guess I should just go ahead and bite the bullet and make them 2x6 walls. So yeah, we're gonna have to just deal with it. I'll have to make, let's see, if this comes in 6, then that's 5.5, and then this is 25 inches, and then that's 6. Is that 2 inches? Yeah, see, that's going to go out 2 inches. So what I'm going to do is delete this. Did I delete my floor plan? No. I'm not, I gotta fix my toolbar. I'm used to having them in a different place, and so I'm really not liking that being a 2x6 wall, but I feel like I'm gonna have to make the closet bigger now. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on. The other thing is too, on this, oh man, if I gotta make those 2x6s, they'll have to come out this way. I can't make the stair. I can't make the stair smaller. Yeah, okay. Well, this was not going to be easy, I knew from the start. So let's just, as we say in construction, let's just do something even if it's wrong. So let's start over here. What I should have done was made these 5.5. Because I want a line. You don't normally have to go through all this. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to make walls 2x6 or 2x4, and this is literally, I mean, I just started this project, so some of this I'm having to go through in my head. Okay, so see, there's a good example where this, oh, that's yeah, that's a 2x4 wall. Because I don't, oh, but so the 2x6 wall goes to there. Let's draw a few walls just to do something. Wow, man, I gotta do something here. All right, we're gonna start wall, and it's gonna be 109.125. So a 9-foot wall is 9 foot 1 1/8. And it's just the way the studs work out. The studs are 104 5/8. And then by the time you put your bottom plate and 2 top plates, the wall ends up being about that high. In real life, it's usually about 1/8 of an inch taller than that, but nominally it's that that tall. So we have 2x6s, and I'm not sure about the see, this is an exterior wall. I'm not sure about the siding yet, so let's just put some kind of generic looking, we'll just put battens on it for now, for the fun of it. And we'll draw this. See, once you get it all laid out, and you do proper planning, it's not that hard to do. Oh shoot, the walls have, I forgot, see, I need to change the settings. I haven't, since I reinstalled the extensions, I haven't gone in and, let's see, this will go all the way to there. I haven't set my defaults. Like, I turn off all these dimension layers. And then I go in here. What you can do is you can edit the wall and turn off the trim. For now, and I don't know if it's easier. Yeah, it might be easier in this case just to do it, where is it? Each one individually, but by the way, I'm going to save, because sometimes if I get going too fast on this editing like this, it trips a bug splat. You got to go easy on it. Go easy on it. Trim, no. Okay. And for right now, I don't know what kind of siding we're going to have. That's just generic. As a matter of fact, I probably just should have shown stucco or something. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that, because that's more of a generic. Yeah. Oh, dang it. I knew it. Dang it. Okay, don't send. Here we go. Everything's going to be okay. Hopefully I didn't lose too much. It's really not advised to do it the way I was doing it. What you should do is edit the wall and update, close, and close that. I think what I'm going to do too, I don't like that yellowy color. Let's see. I think I'm just going to make it more of a white color for now, and we'll just leave it like that for now. What you really should do is edit the wall and close it out, but I've kind of learned how to cheat that. But like I was saying, sometimes you can get by with it, like I was able to on date. Let's see if we can. Oops. See if we can cheat this one. Cheat one more, just one more cheat. Promise, that's all. What did I do? There we go. And we'll save this. Oh, we got by with that cheat. Okay, so there we go. Now this wall will step down right here. So what we need to do here is, yeah, that's correct. And what we need to do here is we're just going to draw that same wall. We're just going to offset this in a 1/2 inch. All my settings, let's see, it would be 109. I'm going to guess here. Okay, it was 109.125 plus 11.5. So that would be 20 5/8. 25. Okay, oh, 625. I think 625 is the decimal for 5/8. We'll see how close we are. So I'm going to go from there. I need to be able to see that. Let's see. Oh, right here. Oh, wait a minute. Why is the floor... Why is that not flush with the... That's weird. I'm going to go ahead and draw this wall correct. See, that sheeting is supposed to be flush. This floor is supposed to be flush with that. Oh, and I got my... Let's see, the wall's the right height though. Yeah, we got lucky there. Our old math worked anyway. So let's fix this. Did that have 2x6s? Yeah. Let's fix this. What I should do is, again, I had to reinstall SketchUp, so all this stuff is... I used to have all these presets fixed, which I'm just now discovering that I didn't remember that I didn't have them fixed. So, and there shouldn't be any trim. We're just going to pretend it's all stucco for right now. And also, one thing we did was these wall lines aren't supposed to be, oh, they're not flush with each other. Yeah, okay, so let's fix this right quick. This is kind of cool though, because I think on this new floor extension you can move the floor edge, and yeah, isn't that cool? That was worth the whole price of the thing right there. Not having to redraw. Let's go find out what's going on with our floor plan. Let's turn off our walls, and oh, some of my layers are down here. I was wondering why some of that was still. SketchUp 2024 has these has the ability to have folders. So what I like to do is create folders for all these different categories, and it helps you keep organized. So why is that booger? Oh, okay, it's just not. Okay. So let's get rid of all these extension lines or grid lines and see what's wrong with our floor plan. Actually, the floor plan is correct. I don't know how. When I was drawing the floor, I don't know how it got off. But the floor, so that means the walls are correct then. That would be awesome. Except the wall. This looks correct, because only the stucco should be hanging over. This wall should be lined up with this one, and we'll pay attention to how far we move it. 1/4 inch. Now the wall line should go away now. Yeah. We've got these, one of the things that Nathaniel did, I'm going to turn off these property lines. They're not useful for anything. Was back in the day when you had to step a wall down like that, you would see, you would see the line of the siding or whatever it was. And so what we can do now is we can hide those. What you're seeing there is the framing line behind it. When you get it at that one angle, that's actually the studs where they join together. But if you look at it head on, like if you want to print an elevation, it won't show that line. So that's pretty good. So now that we move that wall though, that means we're going to have to make this one 1/4 inch longer, because now we got to move it back like that, and then we got to add that length back to it because it's short. So let's go over here. I don't know how I did that, but here it should be 7'6.5" then. There we go. All right. And let's just check that on our, floor plan. From here, yeah, 7'6.5". Marvelous. Any comments? No comments. No comment, man. All right, let's. All right, we're making progress here. Now, if we wanted to make this siding hang down properly, what we would do is we would go to this one and say the bottom offset is 1 inch. If you watch it, you'll see it drop down. Did it? Yeah, it's just so light against the foundation. What we need to do is give our foundation some color. Is what we need to do. Let's grab all this and go in here, and where's my concrete? And then let's see what this old looks like. Yeah, that'll be good. Just something to give it some contrast so we can see it against our. And then on these, they should hang down 11.5. 11.5. You see. I meant 12.5 because, yeah. Let's save this and we'll try cheating again. See if we can cheat and get them all in there. Where do we go? 12.5. I'm just going to go ahead and close it and redo it. I think I'm going to eventually maybe make that stucco a little thicker because that thickness is designed for like fiber cement. So if you go down here to, Yeah, it would be more like, it'd be, I mean, it'd be at least a ½ inch thick. So we're going to do that. See, that'll make it cover up stuff better too. Again, I had all these presets fixed. I'm going to get a bug splat. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. I'm going to close this. Did I do this one? One of the annoying things is how this, you know that these materials have thickness, but they still, you know, depending on what angle you are at. But so what you end up having to do is, like, if I'm doing an elevation and I want to show a perspective like that, what I'll do is when I set up my scenes up here, I'll just go turn the floor off, and whatever else needs to be turned off. But while I'm working on it, I just leave it turned on. We're moving. We're moving now. So this wall, is a 2x4 wall. So we'll go back 4 inches. And it'll come over and then step down and come over to here. Let's just do that since it's going to be. Let's see, it's saved. Okay, that's saved. I think I'm going to use this for this wall. So what I'm going to do is draw it. Let me just set this back a ½ inch, not. Yeah, I'm going to change this to 2x4 because see, it's set at the height that I just did. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it from here to, let's see, here. I may have to. This may drive me crazy not having my presets the way I want them. Makes me want to just drop back and punt. I really want this wall to cut back 5½ inches though. Now let's just draw this other wall first. These walls are actually going to be, you know what? I know how to fix this. This wall is actually going to be an interior. Yep, just like that. I fixed you, didn't I? Because it's not, it won't have siding on it. It'll just have, that wall right there will actually just have framing on this side and drywall on the other side. Okay, now I can draw a regular wall from here to there, which is going to be 109.125. Date. Well, shoot. Let's see, this one is not stepped back. Yeah, I don't step this one back. It sits right on the edge there. So I need to move this wall over too. and make this interior. And then up here, these should match in height though. Let's see. Why don't they match in height? Oh, it changed on me. Then they should be just, I gotta move this one over like that. There we go. Now I want to push this back. I want my 2x6 wall down here to go all the way. So I want to go 1/2 inch back, and I want this wall to sit back. So, let's see if I can get lucky. Where's the length? Oh, 21 feet. Six and a half. Am I right? Oh, not 6. Is that right? 5.5. 5 inches. How'd I do that? How is it only? Oh, because of the sheeting. Okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Forgot to allow for the sheeting. Now we want to go back and do this wall. And it is 120/625. And it is 2x6s. Because it's a 3-story. I want to do, well, it's also an exterior. I want to get extra insulation in there. Update. And we're going to start right here. Let's see. Yeah. I don't need to step that back. And I need to step this one back too, because this needs to go to there. Oh wait. Okay. We're going to make this stucco. And I want to make this one shorter. Oh, I didn't change it to a 2x6, did I? Lots of little. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right, it is. This one, they look like the same size. I forgot I made this a 2x6 also. So I really didn't need to change the. I really didn't need to change the length of that wall. Yeah, I need to put that back. Figure out why it's doing that. The corners are funky. Let's do this. I had a bug splat earlier, so now I'm paranoid. Let's see what kind of corners we got going on here. It should be outside corner. Oh wait, which is the start? Yeah. I'm not going to get caught up in the minutia of this. Should be outside corner, but they don't. I forgot how he does this. Alright, we're just going to leave that alone. I'm not going to get caught up in all that. I forgot exactly how he does the corner. You see this one? Whether this should be the outside. Let's see. I stopped this wall. So oh no. Oh wait, that's the end. What I should have done was made this wall. I should have left it alone. Yeah. Alright, that's enough of that. So, we got our exterior walls up on the first floor. Alright. See if we have any comments. My kid, my son, who is a senior in high school this year, has been taking the CAD class this semester at school. What are they using? Yeah, my graph paper ended about 25 years ago. Although I still like sketching, I still have I have this logbook I produce each year, and it's mainly to track my projects, but it's like 12 months, and each month has a, it's like a photo book. It has a count. It has a book. It has a picture. That's my first project in 1980, and a calendar on the next page. And you see all the, I don't know if you can see that or not. Did the live, oh, thought it froze up. Anyway, but I've got a sketch on one page. I keep forgetting there's latency that I'm looking at. On one page there's a sketch pad for each. There's 2 or 3 sketch pads for each month. So anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, Gary, I get you. I wonder what software they're using for that class. Is it AutoCAD or MicroStation or SketchUp, or I don't know what it is. So I wonder, still wondering about these walls. I don't want to make them 2x6s, but I might actually come back to these walls. I might actually come back to those walls. Yeah, because it'd be a lot easier just to move on to the second floor trusses. So the second floor trusses are You know what? This new, I haven't used, oh man, I haven't used the floor extension, the new floor extension. What I was doing before is I would use this truss extension, which is mainly for roof trusses, and I would change it to floor, floor trusses. But now he has a dedicated floor extension, and so I'm going to use it and see how. Is this how I messed up the point last time? Where's the point? Oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on now. I gotta make sure, for some reason, I haven't stacked my floor plans yet. I should really be using the floor plan to do this because I don't have to worry about any of the minutia of me having drawn the walls wrong. But this should be interesting though to see how this turns out, because I haven't used. Oh boy, sorry about all the zooming, but sometimes you get. There we go. Now let's turn the sheeting off for a second, because it's going the wrong way, I think. Let's see. No, it's going the right way. So let's turn it off for a second. And we're going to change these to floor trusses. They're going the wrong way. Edit the floor, because on a townhome I want my trusses to run this way, because, and you'll see why, because I need to run duct work all the way front and back, and you can't. You don't have any attics or anything else in this project. So we're gonna go here, truss. Oh no, what? There's no trusses? Oh man. Alright, no big deal. He hasn't got the trusses in. He's got eye joist. I guess we could set the eye joist up to be. Where does he specify? Oh, he specifies them right here. Do they have a. Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm going to try to get by with maybe a 16. A 16. See what that looks like. And 90 degrees. Yeah. So, but I need trusses, so that would work. I mean, if I was using eye joist, that would be fine. But I gotta use trusses, so we'll have to go back to the old way of doing it. And I'll probably what I'll do is I'm gonna stack. Let's just see, might be able to work it out. Let's see, I'm used to doing these trusses over my plan. Alright, so see here, yeah, we'll just have to go with old fashioned here. Oh, wait a minute though. Yeah, what you do is you only thing is, with this, I'd have to draw. What I should have done was I should have drawn, and I'll go ahead and do this. This is why, yeah, because see, the second floor is a big rectangle. It's not. I'm having to think here for a second. I literally just started this project and I haven't put much thought into this. Normally what I do is I'll stack. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this over here. And then what I'm going to do is turn this into a parallel projection here so I can do this easily. I'm gonna okay, so now I'm going to delete this one because we already have it. Oops. Okay, I said I was going to delete it. Guess I gotta edit it first. I want to copy this one. Or move it actually, because I've already got the original over here. I'm going to cut it out and I'm going to repaste it as its own and make sure it's a group. So I'll have an independent. Now I'm going to set it up here. This is what I normally do. I stack them. Let's see. This should be right there. Should be in line with that. And it is good. Let me put this back on perspective mode. It looks weird. Alright, okay. So I'm going to get rid of that line now. Don't want to keep extra lines in here. So this should be lined up correctly. Yep, it is. Alright, so the reason I'm doing that is because these floor trusses actually come out to here, and I actually have it. This is weird. Oh, this is a wall. Okay. This is the wall on the second floor. They don't have to line up. I was confusing myself there for a second. Yeah, this notch, this inset doesn't continue all the way up, so this floor hangs out, and then we got to come up with a way to. Well, yeah, this wall, the wall I haven't drawn yet is down here. It supports that, so we might go back and. So I think I'm going to put a 16-inch, and this is something I haven't exactly decided yet, but I'm going to move this up 16 inches. And actually another 3/4. There we go. And that'll put us on top of the subfloor. See, now it's a lot easier. The reason I do that is because it's a lot easier to draw now. Because I have these easy points to select and not all this mess down here. But I do need the framing to line up, so that would be why is that not oh, you know what it is? This end unit has a different exterior wall condition, then there's no shaft wall over here. It's just a simple 1 hour wall. And I put this here as if it was the second unit. This floor plan will be right on the second floor for this unit, but not this one. Okay, so what we can do is, and this is why I do this, because there's got to be some kind of control over how stuff stacks up, and it's my floor plans is what it is. So eventually I'll have I'll pull a line and go all the way up and make sure all the corners line up. But what this is this means, and I had already done it on the first floor, I made this wall, I pulled this wall over. But what it means is on this end unit, I can make all this stuff and do I want to make that bathroom bigger by whatever it is, which means I would have to move this over. I would have to move all that stuff over. Yeah, oh, dang it. I lost my selection. What is going on? What's doing? What is it doing that for? What did it do that for? It turned all those... Why did it turn those layers back on? That was weird. I hit the shift key. So I want to do that and that. It's not much, but it's probably like an inch. Or maybe it's that 2 inches. It's 1 inch. So all that got an inch bigger. It's funny. Yeah, that's okay. That's good. Alright, so that's right. And then we want to make sure that our... Because see, this floor plan represents the house line. So what I want to do is get rid of this. And I know my foundation is right, so I can pull a line from this corner all the way up. As long as it's on the blue axis, it's straight up. Straight up. Yep, and that is correct. And what I'll do is I'll lock these. Once I get all these floor plans correct, I'll just lock them in place. And that'll be my control. The only thing bad about SketchUp is it's not like AutoCAD or Revit. It's not. It's some of the extensions are parametric, but the SketchUp itself in its raw form is not parametric. But I still like the artistic feel. As my daughter would say, autistic feel of it. Alright, trusses, floor trusses. Yes, we want to do this. Now this is going to be much easier because, let's see. Am I going the right way? Yeah. I can just click on this floor plan and you see how much easier that is. So now what we want to do is depth 16. Yes. Gable end truss, it means that the trusses on the end of the wall will be studded up instead of have the webbing in them. Okay, advanced, yes. What was that? Yes. Alright, sheeting, yes. Sill plate, no, because we're sitting on top of a wall. That would be as if you were sitting on top of the foundation. Alright, there we go. Can I get my Advantech on here too? So now what we can do is take this and pull it down here. I'm going to hit my shift key to make sure my axis doesn't change. There we go. You see these end trusses are studded up because they're like, when you're on the house line, it's considered, let's see, should we have stepped that back a ½ inch? Yeah, we should have. Let's make it, this one should be lined up though over here. So yeah, let's make this one, let's make it a ½ inch. And then, yeah, because the sheeting should come up over the trusses. I did it correct over here. So I just need to set it back a ½ inch both ways. And I can just edit this and okay, so now I should be able to, if I did my calculations correctly, I should be able to set that right there. See that you want your sheeting to come up over the side of that. And but for some reason, oh, we didn't set this wall back. See, you just find, that's why you plan all this stuff out. You see this stuff as you go along. I think the easiest thing to do is to get this correct. This is why you have these controls set up, right? I can tell by my floor plan, which is correct, I know it's correct, that if I go down like this, you see this wall should be let me get it on the right axis here. I'm going to shift key, and then so this wall should be a ½ inch shorter. I'm pretty sure if you go back to when I was doing the math earlier that I had this right, and then something threw me off. Okay, since this is the start point, we didn't see that wall move, so the other end did, I'm pretty sure. So I think when I do this and I go up here, it should be right. Yeah, that's right. So that's correct. And then this should just be lapping. The stucco is the only thing that should be lapping over. Yeah, not the sheeting. I don't like the sheeting lapping over. Remember that. Remember, class. No no sheeting hanging over the foundation. I want to make this, I don't think I ever lowered this wall at the bottom. It's not lining up with the other one. Now it is. Alright, so no, that's why nobody will ever talk me out of how I do these my floor plans, how I stack them, because you gotta have some kind of control, because it's easy to get off on stuff like this. Like right now, I want to turn off my walls, and I just want to check, and the floor. Well, I want to turn off the. Actually, I probably should have a folder for floor plans, because then I could just turn off all the floor stuff. But I'm going to turn off the sheeting, and I'm going to run a line from here. That's the corner, and that's my, yeah, and I'm going to run a line up here. We did this once, but I'm just going to check. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct, Bob. Alright, let's go back and turn on our walls. Now what I'm going to do is on the front and the side, I'm going to set this back a ½ inch. I want my floor trusses to sit back a ½ inch. Like that. But I want them to go flush on this end. And I want this to be set back a ½ inch. And that should line up right with that framing right there. And it does. Alright. We're good. Now we can go back to our floor truss. And pick that. Go to this line. Then we can go all the way over here. We should be able to just leave everything the same. Sill plate, no, I don't want a sill plate, Goober. I guess it's not going to be the same. I had to change it. Alright, there we go. We turned our floor sheeting off a while ago. So we'll turn it back on. I don't know if he has any, does he have an option for Advantech on the, I don't remember. I got the resolution weird on this. I got two monitors, and the one I'm looking at doesn't match the same resolution as my laptop. So these panels go down to where I can't get to them sometimes. So we got floor sheeting, yes, but we can't pick the floor sheeting. So I'm looking forward to being able to use Advantech when we get the floor trusses in the floor extension. We'll be able to pick Advantech. So now I'm going to move this down, and we should be good this time. We should be right there, and I'm going to lock my axis. Yeah, and we should be right there on that corner, just like that. And here we should be set back a ½ inch, which we are, because you want that sheeting to keep going. And we are perfect. sheeting up the back, sheeting up the side, and we'll be all fixed up. Yep. There we go. Now, I may drop back here and build this wall. Let's do that. See if we have any more comments. Nope. No comments. Alright, so I know this is boring. It's okay. I don't expect anybody. I'm just thought I would start the live stream like in the old days I used to do and just ramble. Let's see, I want to go to the wall. Gives me a chance to talk to myself and not feel like I'm crazy. Let's see, wall sheeting, wall cladding. I'll turn that off. I need to be able to see the framing. There we go. Yeah, because that should all be lined up. I want to build this wall. And that's correct. 2x6s. That's correct. Let's see. Is it 2x6s or well, let's just build a wall and we won't talk about it. Let's see. Do we want this to be here, or do we want it to be? We want this to be a 1/2 inch less than this. Where's my dimension? So we want it to be 5'7.5". 5 feet. If you can't see, I'm looking at my bottom right hand corner. It says 5'8". Since I don't have a reference, I'm going to type in. Why is it not taking the dimension? 5'7". Oh, that's weird. Oh well. I'll just have to fix it. 5'7.5". Usually you can type in a dimension. I think it's because I had selected something on the panel, this panel right here, and I was still on that in that context. There we go. Because I want my, let's see, or is that correct? That was actually correct, because I'm not going to wrap sheeting around the end of the wall. It'll just be the end of the wall. So that was correct. I think what I was thinking is I was going to fur this wall out, because I don't want this ledge here. So I think what I'm going to do is have the contractor let's see if we use yeah, if you furred this wall out an 1.5 inches, let's make it a 2x8. Let's make 7.25. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, we'll make it a 2x8 wall. That will work. And then, so now we have to have a header across here. And that's something I didn't see before, which is cool. That's why we do this, isn't it? Delete guides. Let's turn off the floor plan and the sheeting. Why is there why are there two floor plans up there? Okay, now I'm confused. Did I copy something? We got some floors. Yeah, the floor trusses aren't in the floor folder. Let's collapse this. Collapse this. The floor trusses were down there. What did I do? Did I accidentally copy something? This one. Oh, I think I know what's going on here now. This should all be in an untagged. Okay, it's just where you want to untag everything and then put the group in the 2D floor plan. This is the 5 option. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this should be, now it should be right. Yeah, okay. Floor plan. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I was breaking myself out there for a second. Let's turn. Oh, but I want to turn that off and turn the floor trusses back on. Because what I gotta do is see. I gotta have a girder in here somewhere. Well, not somewhere. In the middle. So what I'm gonna do is. Let's see if we have any comments. He says they use AutoCAD at school. Yeah. AutoCAD is pretty good. The only thing about AutoCAD is that you don't have this ability to. I used AutoCAD for like 15 years from 1980 to 2000. Good Lord, 20 years. And right after 2000, when did SketchUp come out? Maybe 2006. So I must have used SketchUp AutoCAD for that long, that many years, 26 years, and then when SketchUp came out in 2006, I bought it, and I really love it because I saw these. I literally saw these extensions coming. There was a few extensions out, and so what? So these extensions, they're not parametric like Revit. Like Revit is the parametric version of AutoCAD. Okay, so in Revit, if you draw something and you associate it, like if I draw this wall and I associate it with a floor, then if I move the wall, the floor will go with it. You see? But there's still set up to that because you don't want to you only want to associate the exterior walls with the floor. You don't want the interior floor moving if you move the interior walls. So there's still setup that has to be done. But the problem is Revit is expensive I guess if you bought every one of these extensions in SketchUp, it would be about the same price as AutoCAD, but you have a lot more options. Now, this Nathaniel Wilkerson, who developed these Medeek extensions, his company's called Medeek Design, and that's why it's called Medeek. But it's becoming parametric to an extent because I can draw these walls and I can put put a floor covering in them in this room. Like if I just well, I don't have everything. I don't have all the interior walls drawn yet, but I can associate that floor with those walls, and if I move the walls, the floor covering will go with it, and so it's becoming. Ultimately, hopefully, we'll have a SketchUp version, or SketchUp with extensions that will make it sort of parametric. Of course, before all that happens, AI is going to take over, and none of us are going to have a job. I don't know, man. There's going to be a lot of intricacies that AI is going to have to figure out. It's just like this wall right here. I mean, I can see AI drawing the same wall type all the way out to the end of this wall, right? There wouldn't have been a 2x8 wall here, a 2x6 wall there, a 2x4 wall there. That takes a little more insight. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw me a girder. I think I'm just going to draw it on top of the floor. And I want to put this in the middle. Where's the middle? That's it. And I'm going to make it, I think it's going to have to be I think I might as well plan on it being 3 LVLs wide. It's going to hold up. The first one's going to hold up 2 floors and span a decent amount of feetage. So that's to be determined, but it just occurred to me too, I'm going to hang it down below. I'm going to put it below the trusses too. So I think what I'm going to do is just draw let's see, and it'll go to where it's going to go to there, and then can I snag that little end piece there? Yeah. I'm going to drop it down. I'm just going to use this to get the right length on it. Make it a group. I'm actually going to make these make it a component, and then when I find out exactly what it has to do, what I have to do, then I can just change one of them and they'll all 3 change. But I'm going to group it for now, and then I'm going to send it down here. It might be that I can specify. The other thing is I got to move this over. I need the center of this one there. Yeah, because my first mark was the center. And then I can take this, and it's going to sit down here below the trusses. Like that. So it'll be notched into the wall, and I'll have to have posts. Yeah, I'll have to have a post right there. Now, one thing cool about Medeek extensions is that we do have posts in the wall, and thinking. if we were to go this way with the trusses, I don't want to do that though, because when I do the stair, I can just take out this one truss, yeah, and header it off. And which reminds me, yeah. Let's see how the post, I haven't used the post before, the new version of it. Let's go to the wall, and is it Wall Tools 2? Or is it, oh, beams and columns. Draw a column. Right, let's make it a, let's make it a 4x6 for now. And is that going to be turned the right way? Yeah. And then right here, only thing is it's not going to recognize my it's not going to recognize my column. For some reason it made it, looks like it made it a 6x6. Yeah, instead of a 4x4. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because yeah, for some reason I almost not hit up. Custom. Oh, look, I can put in a column height. Let's update this and we'll see. Yeah, and the reason I'm really what I wanted to do is just have them stack a bunch of 2x4s underneath it. But for now, I just want to test out that column thing. Let's see, the custom height would be 8'7" and 1/8. What? Oh, inches. Let's see, that would be 96. That'd be 3. I don't get it sometimes how what was it? Oh, I've done lost my dimension. That is correct. 103 and 1/8. I don't know why it's leaving a gap there. What's the gap? I had to add 1.5 inches to it. I don't know why that was a deal. I do like how it put the studs on either side of it, though. Alright, well, I don't want to play with that too much longer. I haven't used the columns that much before, and I just thought it'd be interesting to see how that worked. But I'm still not. I want to run these trusses this way because what I want to do, if you turn on the floor plan, I've got this air handler. I think I have it set up correctly. If I come from here, I might have to check this. Yeah, it's close. Where it'll shoot down between the trusses. It'll shoot up or down. This one would, shoot down, and then it would be a trunk line, and then you'd shoot off from there. But I keep going back and forth on this, but I also just want to be able to take out one, like here. There would be you'd header off the trusses here, right here. Let's see, you'd header them off a little past that, maybe one tread. I need to work this out in the section over here. Where is the section? There it is. I need to work this out in section where because I got to maintain. You can see I thought I was going to have a built up pretty decent sized header. I got to keep a 6'8" clearance here. We only got 6'10" there, so we got to be careful with how far the opening comes this way. So, well, I think that's all I'm going to do today. Let's see. I'll probably do some more on this later. I think what I'm going to do though is I think I'm going to call my truss guy and ask him about these spans this way. The only thing about it is if I run the trusses this way, I've got the header off this. I'll have to have a post under this wherever I header this off, because the trusses will be running into this one or some kind of girder here. That means on this corner I'll have to have a post down to the floor. And I think I'm doing this right, because this way, if I can get this beam the right size, you see under here, I still have, what do I have here down to the concrete? I got 9 feet there. What I really need to do is, I don't want to put the girder up in, I know what somebody's going to say, well, put the girder up in the floor. I don't want to do that because I can't run my trunk line from all the way from end to end and then shoot off of it to hit each room if I've got this girder up here in the middle of the trusses. Normally that's what we would do, and we'd have hangers. You'd have truss hangers, but in this case I don't have anywhere to put ductwork, and the owner's not going to want ductwork furred down, Of course, we have a beam hanging down. But see, this is over here past where the cars, the front of your car may be under this beam, but not. You'd still have 10 feet of height here, out here in this part. So, okay. Well, I may come back. I may call my guy, and then Saturday. I don't know if I can get in touch with him. I may come back after lunch and start part 2. We'll see. But thanks for watching. Thanks, Gary, for watching. Whoever else in the future watches. And I will continue this later. Thank you.